tell me a bedtime story, please?
Sure, honey.
It's almost Valentine's Day. Do you know anything about Cupid?
Cupid? Not really. But I know something about Athena.
Who is Athena, Mommy?
Well, once upon a time, in ancient Greece, there was a goddess, daughter of the almighty Zeus. Do you know who Zeus is?
No, not really.
Well, he's the most powerful god of all. And his wife is Mentis. The prophecy foretold that the unborn child would be wiser than Zeus. So to avoid being overthrown, he swallowed Mentis whole, while she was pregnant with Athena. Later, Zeus was having this headache, and he cracked his skull open, allowing Athena to be fully born, clothed with armor and a gown, and she was so powerful that the whole earth shook by her presence.
Oh, wow. Wow. But what happened next?
Well, she did not overthrow her father. She chose to live in peace, and she is said to be the favorite daughter of Zeus. And first, she was portrayed as a bird.
Is that all? There is nothing more?
Of course not. Athena always had a crested helm with arm, with shield, and a spear. She protected the city of Athens. Do you know where Athens is? It's around Greece. You'll learn about that later. But she was wise, she was courageous and brave. Although she was peaceful, she also had a ruthless side. Well, during the fight with the Titans, who were the kind of like the parents of the gods, she got so mad and killed Pallas, which is one of the fellow Titans, and used his skin as armor.
That's gross. Why? Why do you have to tell me this part?
It's okay, let's move on. She was respected by her people, although not revered out of love, instead out of fear and gratefulness for her protection. She was also said to be pure, untouched by any man. You're too young to learn about that, but you'll know what I mean later. She was a beautiful goddess of crafts and the domestic arts, and also those of war. Thus is fear and brave in battle, like we saw in the battle with the Titans.
Okay, now it all makes sense. Wow, that's really cool.
Yes, she's very cool, sweetie. She was also a very helpful goddess. Do you remember the stories I told you about Hercules and Medusa and Pegasus?
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember.
Well, she was also part of those stories. Well, kind of. She aided Perseus against Medusa because she wanted Gorgon's head to decorate her shield. She also helped Hercules against the Symphalian birds and gave Bellerophon the golden bridle, which he tamed Pegasus and Jason the prow for his ship.
Oh, cool, but I heard something and just remembered something about spiders.
Oh, yes, spiders. Yes, actually. She was very proud about her weaving skills, so she challenged a human called Arachne, and Arachne clearly won the challenge. So after losing, Athena was so mad that she didn't beat the woman, that the woman killed her, which is something you don't do, never, okay? Don't do it. So Athena was deeply saddened, and she grabbed this little magic liquid and sprinkled all over her body and brought her back to life as a spider. So now all of the daughters of Arachne weave and spin. That's where the word spider comes from, Arachne.
I didn't know that. Well, she sounds as an interesting woman. Did she have like a sign or something, a cross? Or, I don't know.
No, there was no cross. This was before Christianity. But her symbol was an owl, an olive tree, a cock, and a lance. Oh, and also a serpent.
So, what does the owl mean? That sounds interesting.
It stands for wisdom.
Okay. So, and where did the people go see her?
Well, they venerated her in the Parthenon, which is built upon the Acropolis, which is in Greece. Anyways, Athena was not only as important in Greek myths, but she was also important in Roman myths. Did you know that there was Roman mythology? Indeed. In Roman mythology, she was named Minerva. Athena was the protector of Athens, while Minerva didn't really was the protector of anything. That's the only difference, basically. But Minerva was more of an artisan than the god of war.
But...
Wait, no interruptions.
Okay, so...
For the Romans, Minerva was responsible for the useful and ornamental arts, just as agriculture, navigation, weaving, and needlework. Although she was also the god of war, but only defending the city. Her birth was also similar because she is the daughter of Jupiter, which is kind of like Zeus in Roman mythology, and there was no woman involved. Do you remember about Mentis?
Yeah.
Well, in this case, in Roman mythology, there was no Mentis.
I think I understand. She sounds like a pretty good one. But do you know any more stories? Something more like war or something?
More stories? Well, yeah. I'm kind of having a hard time remembering, but maybe your dad knows any.
Okay.
Let's go ask him.
Yes, please.
Daddy, guess what?
What's up, champ?
I was looking so Poseidon when I was swimming.
Poseidon?
Yeah.
I think you're mistaken, my son.
What are you talking about?
Well, Poseidon is not an adverb. It's a god that was venerated a long time ago.
A god? Please tell me more about it. Please, please, please.
All right, champ. Well, it all happened years ago when ancient Greece was around. In there, they venerated all sorts of different gods, but one of the main ones was Poseidon, god of the sea.
Well, I was right linking Poseidon to water, right, Daddy?
Yeah, you were, champ. Haha. Well, Poseidon was the son of Kronos and Rhea. His brothers were Zeus, king of the gods, Hades, ruler of the underworld, Hestia, goddess of the home, I guess, yes, goddess of the home, and Hera, goddess of the marriage, who was described as being strong with long blue hair.
Yeah, and so what, Daddy?
What?
I want something more interesting.
Well, he had really cool powers. He was an earth shaker, he got storm seed, he controlled the seas, he was able to drown lands, and also he was able to shatter rocks. He also had a weapon, a mighty trident. No trident style.
Oh yes, really, Daddy? That's really interesting.
He was interesting. He also created horses and was father of many children, such as Theseus, Triton, Polyphemus, Orion, and Pegasus. Well, Pegasus is not kind of his son. Well, that's another story.
That's a lot of children. Imagine if you and Mommy had those. I would have a lot of brothers and sisters.
Yeah, that's a lot of children. It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry, Jim.
It's okay, Daddy. It's okay. But you mentioned Triton. Is he the father of Little Mermaid?
Yeah, he is.
Wow, Daddy, I know something about Poseidon.
Maybe you know something, but did you know about his siblings?
No, Daddy, I don't. Well, I guess the Trident is one of them, but I can't say.
Yeah, you're right. One of them was a trident. Another was a seahorse, or what they called them, a hippocampus. And the last one were dolphins.
Hippocampus. I'll name my son like that.
No, you want son. Well, did I tell you that he had a famous temple in Cape Samuel? They say that it's positioned above the sea, so that Poseidon could oversee everything.
Oh, Dad, can we visit that someday?
One day, son, I promise. Do you know he had a Roman form? He was called Neptune, and was way more aggressive than his Greek form. He was also capable of controlling fresh water. What you should know is that with the help of the Olympians, he also defeated Kronos. He became the god of the oceans and seas after he created horses which were used as weapons in those times. Well, they're still used as weapons. He made Athens venerate him as equal as Athena for a long time.
Athena, who is she?
Who had a big fight with Poseidon a long time ago.
Daddy, do you have any mythology stories about the big fight with Poseidon and Athena?
Who are you guys talking about?
Athena, Daddy, she was so great. You should let Mommy tell you all the stories that she told me.
Actually, we were just talking about Poseidon and his big battle with Athena.
They were fighting each other?
He now wanted to be the patron of Athens. To prove it, Athena made another trip spring up in the Acropolis. Well, Poseidon tried to outdo Athena, so he brought a gush of salt water all over Acropolis. Athena's gift proved to have more worth to the city, so she was elected as the patron of the city.
Oh, that's an amazing story. That's what I wanted to hear. But I think I'm sleepy. Can I go to sleep now?
Yeah, honey.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Sleep too. You too.
Yeah, yeah.
Bye.